Hello, wonderful people, and this is take 2 of us, Emirex, doing the first draw of our 200,000 plus giveaway. Well, if you participated in the live streaming, you would have seen me sweating, trying to figure out YouTube work. You would have seen Grigori had steam coming out of his ears because things were just like really not working as we planned. I guess one of the people commented, "Don't worry, you're not a live streaming company. Don't worry, you're not a conferencing company. You're a crypto company. So stop sweating, relax." Thank you very much for that comment. Thank you very much for this support. That was amazing. Well, I guess what I will do, I'll put on our joint to-do list for 2020 resolution is to learn how to use YouTube and to learn how to use live streaming on YouTube. So that's definitely our resolution. Grigori, do you agree? Are you in on that?
Completely agree.
Completely agree. No, that's great. So let's start, take 2, or as the Russians say, первый блин комом, the first pancake is always messed up. That was a super messed up pancake. But we are not here to give up because you know what? We lived through crypto winter 1, we lived through crypto winter 3, 4, 5, and I'm sure we'll survive this disaster of a live stream experience. So, Grigori, before you go and show the amazing smart contract that you have designed with our team of, with our techie team, let's look back at the year we had. Let's look at 2019. And after we do that, let's try to predict the future about 2020. What does the future have for us? I know future is impossible to predict, but let's make some 2020 predictions. I can see our friends at various venture capital funds and at various blockchain foundations are issuing predictions. So, we are not gonna be left behind even if we can't figure out YouTube. So what was the most memorable and the biggest thing that we have achieved in 2019?
I would say definitely the biggest thing what we achieved, we launched a new platform, and we spent the first half of year looking at different options and assessing different technologies. We traveled all over the world, met different programmers. It took us more than half a year or even 9 months to analyze all the technologies available on the market and to select the best one. And then launch of our exchange, and we started in September, and we have tremendous interest. There are so many people joining and projects joining. I think we're still in the process of announcing our new partnership, but we signed contracts with wallets, we signed contracts with miners, we signed contracts with different ecosystems. I would say ecosystem who has one of the gaming ecosystem which has more than 50 million users. And
I know no, you can't spill the beans now. That announcement about the gaming ecosystem and millions of users, that will come in January. So this is 2020 news. Focus on the 2019.
Okay, this is 2019. So the message was that we had a tremendous year and we had a tremendous achievements in the building ecosystem, and now we all integrate all the flows and all the cryptocurrency transactions and everything were integrated into one order book, which is order book of the Emirex. And this gives us like tremendous liquidity and user base. So like we're so happy, and like when I look now at the logs of the system, I see like users being created like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So it's like every like 10 seconds, users coming. Fascinated about this.
No, that's great. I know every time we speak, and we speak more to each other than we speak to our families. But you know, that's what it takes to be building a company. Yes, every time we speak, you update me on the numbers. Like, guess what happened? I was like, oh, what happened? Oh, we onboarded X thousands of people more today. I was like, that's amazing. So that was your the highlight of 2019. You're a technologist, right? You had the digitalization and the blockchain efforts at the largest management consultancy in the world, and you left that to start Emirex with us, which we're very grateful. Whereas my background is legal and regulatory. I was a lawyer for many years. And my highlight of 2019, thank you for asking, was a pre-approval from one of the local central banks for something, again, which we will announce in January 2020, but I'm excited about it today. We went through the process, we went through the waves and the turbulations. We got our pre-approval, and now in 2020, in Q1 2020, you know, again, humongous news coming. We are already licensed and regulated in EU, and we're having our secondary regulatory licenses issued in this part of the world. And then the next step is, of course, Asia, because this is where the interest is for what we do, and this is where our amazing community is coming from, and we're very excited about this. But then again, you know, legal and regulatory news might not be as exciting for everybody as it is for me. So let's now look at 2020. We have Chinese government announcing digital currency, digital renminbi. What do you think about that? Several other governments are now talking about introducing digital currencies. We have Christine Lagarde, the chairwoman of ECB, is it? European Central Bank, talking about how all of the European countries should really think about stable coins, and how she really sees a lot of the demand and opportunity in that. What would you think about that? What would you say about that, Grigori?
I mean, so look what happened. We had a couple of years ago the hype, or I would say bubble, with the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and like many people are quite disappointed now. But if you look long-term trend, there is a more and more adoption for the cryptocurrencies, because it is more convenient. You are not depending on banks. You are like, you own what you have your keys, you own these currencies. And what I see, what I observe among the people, there is more and more people start using it. And the fact that China or Facebook or like other big companies, they are companies or countries, they are launching this own. This is only the reason because they understand, well, sooner or later will convert to this like new technology. So like, not to be outsiders, they create their own. And this is completely the future. And if I look at the like most of the blockchains, maybe the price of like currencies like Bitcoin or whatever goes down, but amount of transactions and amount of people who are using the cryptocurrencies are growing. So it means that adoption is growing. And also, as I told you, we have these contracts and agreements with the communities. When we look at their database and like database of people who use cryptocurrency at the beginning of this year, their databases and who are using like in real life at the end of this year, we have a huge,
You mean user basis, right?
User basis. It's like African countries or whatever, and they are really using the cryptocurrency to pay for bread and blah blah blah. Of course, they are trying to use a stable coins, but still. So it means that there is more and more people will come here, and it means that like banks and like centralized organization, they will have like huge challenge. And of course, that's not a secret that JP Morgan or other banks, they are like fully trying to catch up and to create their also currencies and to implement blockchains and all this kind of things. So this is like completely fascinating news, because like you imagine, there is $80 trillion now, and the capitalization of cryptocurrencies is, I don't know, what 0.004% of all the money, right? So imagine this, like all money will be transferred to cryptocurrencies. You need ecosystem, you need the environment where you can change these cryptocurrencies. So that's why I'm like completely excited and fascinated, because like all this like physical money or paper money, they will move to the cryptocurrencies, and we are the platform which facilitates the movement. And I would like to highlight that if we take a Middle East, especially in the Middle East, it's a lot of like commodities, and we are cryptocurrencies for digitalizing commodities. So there is like huge amount of gold, diamonds, and all other communities, and fiat currency. So it's not like 80 trillion, but it is like 300 trillion of commodities. So this like all the figures which are now exist like on the something physical, everything is moving to the blockchain, and this is of course is very fascinating.
Yes, and what we say is Emirex is the digital commodities exchange. We're here to digitize 20 trillion per year commodity sector. So I come from the oil and gas and mining background. Grigori comes from the background of digitizing the outdated mining companies. So we know the pain that that there is in trying to transacting with commodities, and Dubai, being based in Dubai, being headquartered in Dubai, we're in the historical center, a 4,000-year-old center of trade between Africa, Middle East, Europe, and Middle East, and of course Asia and India. This is, we're right in the center. And of course, in Dubai, we have the MCC, which is the largest diamond exchange in the world. So we are quite, that's why we're here. That's why we're positioned here. But I really like how you mentioned that the central banks all over the world are focusing on digitizing their currencies. And I have a little list here. So the Central Bank of Ecuador, they mentioned issue of the digital currency in 2014. Central Bank of Tunisia talked about ED9 in 2015. People's Republic of China, of course, they've been talking about issuing digital currency since 2016, and they seem to have progressed. Then we have Senegal, we have Central Bank of Venezuela, who's talking about it. Monetary Authority of Singapore has digital currency under development. Uruguay, Cambodia, Marshall Islands, Bank of Thailand, Bank of Bahamas, Central Bank of Curacao, and San Martin. Not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly. We're talking even the Central Bank of Turkey in 2018 announced that they have a Turkish digital currency under development. Iran, of course, they've been excluded from the banking system forever. Thank you, Americans. So they're talking about developing of their own digital currency. Then we have the Central Bank of Dubai, you know, back at home, launching or developing a pilot with the Saudi Monetary Authority on a digital currency. And then the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is developing a cryptocurrency, and a friend of ours is actually doing it. So we're very, very proud of him and all his efforts in this area. So if you look at this, I mean, there's no stopping, right? There's no going back. If China is doing something, Russia is for sure doing something. If it's Russia doing something, India is for sure doing something. And if India is doing something, then Americans for sure have to be doing something, right? It becomes a cryptocurrency race. And then what happens is, what are you going to do with all this cryptocurrency? You need the infrastructure, you need the wallets, you need the transactions, you need it to be easy for the users. And this is where we come in. This is layer 1, and layer 2 is the digital commodities that we're tokenizing: gold, diamonds, and of course the financial instruments which come with those with those assets. So Libra made so much noise in 2019. Poor Zuckerberg was sweating in front of Congress. What's your prediction for Libra for 2020? Will they launch? Will they succeed? Will that be a total flop? Will the government stop that? What's your prediction?
I cannot do prediction, but I can share my thoughts. The problem with all the government, they try to create all their own cryptocurrency, and the bank try to create own cryptocurrency. I think the problem with all that cryptocurrencies will be that it will be, I would say, controlled blockchains or controlled cryptocurrencies where the government will be able even stop the transactions or put any limitations. The same what they do, but mimic it on the blockchain. And this is, I think, the problem which will more, despite they try to be innovative and adopt the cryptocurrency, there will be still a flaw in that currencies. And I think the alternative cryptocurrencies will always exist, which are free, like Bitcoin. And the problem with Libra was that they had an attempt or whatever to create these free cryptocurrencies, but because they have users data.
I think when you say free, you don't mean free of charge. You mean
free of control.
You mean not controlled.
Yes, and this is be something what was in the plans of many governments, right? And it is was contradicting what they are doing. And I think that was the biggest reason why they have not progressed so far. And if they progress, then I think it will follow under the pattern of the governments when it will be more or less controlled. So I cannot predict, but this what I think about the whole situation with the Libra.
But do you think it will be good for the ecosystem in general? Will it help the adoption, or do you think it will be just so bad?
No. Of course, any project, good or bad in cryptocurrency, helps to the main thing it helps people to educate themselves. What is a cryptocurrency? What is a blockchain? How to use? So like they will be forced to learn and to develop and to grow in terms of understanding how it works. And then they will be able to choose what works for them, what not, but they will have a knowledge, and knowledge, it gives a freedom. So like whatever they do, bad or wrong, bad or good, this will be definitely good for the whole society.
No, I like that. Knowledge gives you freedom, and we always say educate, 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 and educate yourself. So you have, you can make an educated decision. You can make an educated choice. We're never saying, you know, put your children's college fund into Bitcoins and just pray that it works. Absolutely not. Put $5, $10, play with it, send it to your, you know, brother, sister, cousin, learn how to download a wallet, learn how to use that. Education, education, education. Go on Emirex.com, set up an account. I mean, you'd be in the top 10% of the world right there, right then, having set up an account and knowing how to use that. So if the time does come, then you are much better positioned than most of the people. So let's go for our draw. And because I think I received a message here from Grigori saying, let's go for the draw, but the thing is being recorded. So I think you all saw that as well. We are so awesome at live recordings, honestly. So $200,000 plus giveaway. Why is it plus? Because lots of people, lots of projects are joining, and now it's not $200,000 as of today. I think it's what, $240,000, and
Right.
we have more and more projects joining. What they're doing is they're contributing their tokens, they're contributing their cryptocurrency to the pool, and we Emirex are lucky to be selecting winners from that pool and giving you those prizes. So the prizes are paid in Bitcoin or Emirex token, and we'll talk about what Emirex token is. And the prizes are also paid in native cryptocurrencies of those projects who are joining us. And all of those cryptocurrencies are liquid cryptocurrencies, so you can go on Emirex.com, change it to other things, keep it if you like the project, actually learn about the project first, understand what is it that they do, and then make a decision whether you keep it or you do something else with it. So Emirex token, half of the prizes are in Emirex token. What is an Emirex token? Why should people care about Emirex token? And, you know, just why should they get excited about it?
Like for me, as with a technical and fact-based mind structure, I would say if you take the statistics, then all coins of the exchange coins, they were outperformed the Bitcoin last year. And the reason for this, because these coins are used in the ecosystem. So like we talked before, that amount of users and adoption is growing. What does it mean that it is always growing? It means that amount of transactions on the exchanges always growing. And there are more and more commissions are being paid. And like if you take this coin, for example, Emirex coin, you can use this token when you trade on exchange, you can use this token to minimize your commission. So it creates real demand, and the more adoption of the cryptocurrency, the more transactions are being happened, and the more demand for token, as for like Emirex token. Now, look, we have a limited demand. We have a limited that I don't know, internet connection is unstable. Okay, and the second thing that we will be burning tokens. So now we have supply 500 million tokens, but from our profit, we will be burning tokens and decreasing the supply. So finally, it will be 250 million tokens. So if you look at this, demand is growing, supply is declining. But this is only exchange. We will be using our token in the whole ecosystem. As like many people who follow us, they know that Emirex Advisory, we have Emirex Advisory division in our group, which is helping companies to tokenize their assets and like all the fees which...
Remember those $200 trillion per annum of commodities that we're tokenizing? That's what Grigori is talking about.
Absolutely. And so when we help other companies to tokenize their assets, we take a fees, and we take fees in tokens, and it creates extra demand for our tokens. Later, we are working with, like we are launching, this is like mining solution, or how to say, kind
it's
of mining.
2020 news, you can't talk about it yet.
Okay. So like
basically,
many other services we are launching now, which will be using like merchants, merchandising solution, and other, which will be based on the Emirex token. So like Emirex token will be across the whole ecosystem. And while the ecosystem is growing, the demand is always growing. So
but the supply is shrinking, right?
And supply is shrinking.
So, okay, so you have made a technical case for that. And also, yeah, the internet connection seems to be unstable. And as you mentioned, the performance of exchange tokens have outperformed Bitcoin in 2019. And we're talking about BNB, which is the Binance token. We're talking about other exchanges, major exchanges in the region, all over the world. But what I found very interesting is that there was an interesting article, and we can share the link, is that analysts predict that the performance of smaller regional exchanges that are solving real regional needs, the tokens of those exchanges will outperform the global exchanges, because we are starting from a smaller base, right? So all the exchanges are, the global exchanges are here, and we're starting from the smaller base, so we are more affordable, and we have much more room to grow, which is, let's see if the analysts are right. Let's see if we definitely think they're right, but this is our opinion only. None of this is a financial advice. None of this is a legal advice. This is our opinions. And back to the giveaway. What do you need to do? You need to start sharing the screen to show how it works.
Yes, let me share my screen.
While you're sharing your screen, I will mention why on earth are we doing this giveaway? What is wrong with us? Why are we giving away 200,000 worth of $200 plus worth of tokens and Bitcoin and Emirex? This is our marketing budget. This is our marketing budget, which we were supposed to pay to Facebook, to Google, to LinkedIn, to YouTube, to, the one that failed us today miserably, and to all of those advertising, social media advertising, telling about our project to potential users. But we are all about decentralization. We're all about the community. We're all about, blockchain project is all about community. Without community, we're nothing. So we decided that instead of paying Zuckerberg, who we love dearly, for Libra, thank you very much, Zuck, instead of paying YouTube, who fails us miserably, clearly, we will give this money to our community, to you. It's a giveaway. It's completely free to participate. We did have a lot of issue with bots and fake accounts. And in order to have an honest draw, we are asking for a user when the account is created. So when the account is created, you receive 1 ticket for creating an account. If you invite a friend of yours and the friend of yours registers, you receive 2 tickets. So we ran into an issue of you know, clever people building clever bots and ticking up the tickets. So we asked that the ticket is to be activated before it goes into a draw, which means you register, you have some balance on your account, so we know you're a real person, and that balance is completely yours. We're not taking it away from you. It's not spent, it's completely yours. We're just asking for the balance to be there to prove that you're a real person and not a bot. That's all it is. And the balance, $25 of Emirex tokens or $50 of any other cryptocurrency or currency to your of your liking. And this is, again, I repeat, it's a giveaway. It's completely free to participate for everyone, except for a few countries which we're not allowed to work with, such as the United States of America. Sorry, my American friends, we're not allowed to work with you, and a few other exceptions. So this is why we're doing this giveaway, is to share the money with our community and grow our community, because every time you invite a friend, your friend becomes part of our community, and then the friend invites a friend. We're all about growing the community. We're all about increasing our community, because without community, a blockchain project is nothing. And we are here to serve our community. The Emirex token is here to serve our community. And we would rather serve our community than Zuckerberg. I'm sure he's doing fine. So Grigori, you shared the screen. Do you want to show what's going on?
Yeah, let me explain. So this is a referral balance screen. So when you log into the emerx.com and you go to the referral tickets, then you come to this page. And on this page, you can have, you could see ticket for registration. This is active ticket. And also I deposited 300 USD today to have something to show. So I received 6 tickets, and actually I don't have referral tickets active because I don't have referrals. But
because I think you're busy building a project rather than running around and getting all your friends already signed up, and all my friends already signed up. So yeah.
It's true. So like those who have referral tickets, they have referral tickets here. Bonus tickets for the Telegram. I don't have bonus tickets for the Telegram. Those who have great. I heard some.
So it's a bonus ticket. So it's a bonus ticket for following at our Telegram account.
Yes. Account tickets. People had issues with getting these tickets, but you know that's like Telegram and Facebook and Instagram. They're trying to avoid the bots which are looking at their groups. There might be some glitches. I heard that some people didn't get tickets, but if they don't get tickets now, they will get it like later for the further draws. That's not an issue, I think. And then like you have this, I have these 7 tickets, and I have like numbers of these tickets here. And we announced that all the tickets which are valid at 3 p.m. Estonian time, they will go to the smart contract. And we created a smart contract. Let me share the screen, which is with a smart contract.
Let me repeat that while you are showing it, because I think there was some delay in recording. So you get a ticket for following our Telegram account, and there will be more social media rewards happening in the future. For example, you like our Instagram channel, our Instagram, what's it called, account, sorry, and you get an extra ticket for that as well. This is still in progress. This is still being completed. It was supposed to be, so if you did, for example, followed or liked, but you didn't get a ticket, don't worry about it. You will get those tickets, and they will go into the next draw.
Absolutely.
So you're showing us the smart contract. This is the first time I'm seeing it as well, by the way, so I'm very curious. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a smart contract. We will share this with the recording. So like everybody who wants to see, because like every person saw his tickets and numbers of his tickets in his profile.
Or her.
Or her, yeah, absolutely. Now what we do, we
have a lot
upload,
of women in our community and we're very, very, very proud of them.
we uploaded all these tickets into the smart contract.
Mm-hmm.
You can see like all the numbers, all tickets are here. Everybody can
Mm-hmm.
like go to the smart contract and see these numbers. And now what we will do, we will execute the smart contract. So read smart contract, it is where we can see what is uploaded. So what we want to do, we want to select the winners of our draw today. And like
hold on. Okay.
to the people, yeah.
I'm
Nice.
ready now. I'm ready now. Let's select the winners.
Let's select the winner. So we have today 7 winners. Do you want to announce the prizes we have?
Yes, let me do the honors and I will go into official channel so I'm not confused. So today we have 9 prizes, right?
Absolutely.
7 prizes, each worth $1,500. Half of that is in Emirex tokens and half of that is in Bitcoin. And we have 2 prizes, each worth $3,500 in threefold tokens. So Threefold is a project which has joined us in this giveaway. They are a decentralized internet. The company is building a decentralized environmentally friendly internet. So do check out what they're up to. Do check out, how they're making this planet a better place. And yes, so these are the 9 prizes we have today, and execute the contract.
Okay, so the first 7 prizes are Emirex prizes, and 8 and 9 is a threefold. Want to select out of all the tickets we uploaded at 3 p.m. European time. We uploaded more than 2,000 tickets, around 2,000 tickets, and we execute the smart contract. We need to connect to the MetaMask. We execute the contract. It will take about maybe 30 seconds or so to execute transaction on the Ethereum blockchain. So we will see the sign here that the transaction is executed. And after it is executed, we will see the transaction on the blockchain and the result of execution. So like nobody can manipulate. This is like written on the blockchain. The confirmed and the result is done. So let me update the smart contract now.
Okay, and that's the reason we opted the smart contract blockchain execution. There's no human interference. I do not know which ticket will win. Grigori doesn't know which ticket will win. It's complete random selection. Is that correct, Grigori?
Yes, absolutely. So we got winners tickets. It's completely random from this set of tickets, which is like more 2,000 tickets. Now, what would I do if I'm owner of the ticket? So I have this like list of the tickets. For example, let me share my screen, other screen.
So these tickets we will publish to all our social media networks. So you have to log in and check if you are the holder of that ticket. And if you are, congratulations, you will have that balance immediately available for you.
I would say it would take 24 hours to put this balance on the accounts. But,
immediately within 24 hours.
Let's follow the process. Yes. So
Okay,
like
sorry.
I take the first ticket. I go to my screen, and I see, like, let me check. So what was 549950? 549950. Unfortunately,
Sorry, Grigori, you did not win.
The second one, 548359. Okay, I don't.
No, sorry, you did not win again.
Take 50. Okay, I see 55, 56, 54, 54, 54, 54, 54. I have always 58. Unfortunately, my tickets didn't win, but this is the way how you can check. But also we will do check for you, like all the tickets, all the winners whose tickets won. We will submit email, and we write email with congratulations as well. But anyway, we will publish these tickets, and anyone who has tickets, he can go and check himself in his profile.
And also, for the privacy of the winners, you can declare that you have won. You can ask us, and we will happily interview you, declare you, show you taking your crypto from the, however you like. But if you do not want to declare that you won for whatever reasons, for your privacy reasons, you don't want your boyfriend to know that you now the proud owner of $3,500 worth of crypto, or your government, or your whoever, we don't care. And this is completely up to you. So if you're the winner, you let us know. And if you want to come on live stream with us, which we'll figure out by next week, we'll be delighted to have that. Otherwise, only the ticket numbers will be published. Is that correct?
Yes, only the ticket numbers, and then that's how we keep the privacy. And then if the person wants to reveal himself, then we will be happy to talk to him and to make an interview.
Yes, that's great. So what's the next step now? We have the valid numbers. We will publish the contract. We will publish the, if you want to check the contract, you're welcome. If you want to have a look how it's done, you're welcome. And the numbers will be announced on all our social media. And this video will be made available on our YouTube channel. Hopefully this time it worked.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Grigori. Thank you very much for selecting the winners. And do go check your login, check your accounts, and see if you're the winner. And if you're not the winner, don't forget to activate your tickets, because if you activate your tickets now, you will go into the next draw. And when is the next draw?
Like preliminary, as I remember, it will be 6th or 8th of January.
8th of January. Why is it 8th of January? Because the Russian Orthodox Easter is, Easter Christmas, the Russian Orthodox Christmas is on the 6th and 7th. So this will be the gift. So this draw is the gift for the Catholic Christmas. The next draw is the gift for the Orthodox Christmas, and then the next one will be 2 weeks after. So we'll just need to see what's the nearest holiday, and I will wear the appropriate headgear. So again, check out the numbers, and if you're not the winner, don't forget to activate your tickets, and don't forget to tell your friends to activate their tickets, because once their tickets are activated, your tickets become activated as well. All your referral tickets become activated. Don't forget to do that. Why are you grinning so much? You're grinning as if you won.
No, because I want to say you Merry Christmas. That's a Christmas today.
Yes, today's Christmas indeed. Merry Christmas. And again, thank you very much for your support and your patience. And thank you very much for being part of our community. And have a wonderful time with your families.
Thank you. Merry Christmas and bye-bye.
Bye.